rock me, mama.
Oh, we'll just talk about biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
But you put in, okay, so hi, this is Rock Me Mama.
Hi. We're talking biscuits.
You put in milk, flour. What is that? What does evaporated milk mean?
It's something in a can. And it's
You're not talking about it just kind of like
no.
it's
can,
called
literally
evaporated
buy-
milk?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is
What
that
it
a southern thing?
It could be.
Probably.
It could
Evaporated milk.
be.
goes in-
Evaporated milk.
I mean, I've
Sorry,
only
Amie.
ever seen it in like casseroles and stuff like.
and
Is it?
biscuits and gravy.
It's delicious. Whatever it is, flour,
Yeah,
evaporated milk,
flour,
Jim
evaporated
and Dean
milk,
sausage.
sausage,
Farrah says sausage
sausage.
because in the Hungry Caterpillar she has one cherry pie, one sausage,
Sausage. One sausage.
one piece of cherry cake.
Oh yeah, water and salt.
God, it's
There's
good.
one-
and then you just made
really
the biscuits were just like Pilsner.
Brands. Yeah.
God, they were good.
They were really good. It was really good.
Where that comes from, I don't know I'm not sure whose recipe it was, but in Mobile, Alabama, where we went to Thanksgiving.
Mobile.
Thanksgiving every year. My mom has family in like Mobile and Gulf Shores. We Foley, my Aunt Kathy would make those every year. And it was like always, the family biscuits. And then my mom,
Yeah,
of
it's
course,
so
would make them
good.
at home for breakfast. And then my mom made that cookbook for us a couple Christmases ago.
Yeah, the
so
cookbook
it's in
is
there.
so
Yeah.
cute.
It's
Also,
so good.
Aunt Kathy is the one who wouldn't let me eat the breakfast at her house after I stayed the night last minute because my shorts were too short.
Shut up.
So I had to wait for my parents to bring me jeans.
No.
But she
Wait.
had a good recipe for biscuits and gravy.
But
Wait,
she didn't
your
want
shorts
your
were too
biscuits and
short?
gravy showing.
Yeah,
Like-
so I was probably 12 or
So
13.
your punishment was no biscuits and gravy?
It was pajama shorts. They were like those Sophie shorts.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
purple. I was 12 or 13, y'all. If y'all see me at 12 or 13, that was more like 9 or 10 years
How
old.
many
No curves, no nothing.
just skinny.
How many times did you roll your Sophie shorts?
Only one, I think.
I was a tour.
You were 2. Oh,
Yeah, your Sophie shorts probably went up your butt crack.
yeah.
I didn't start wearing short shorts that young. Actually, that's not true. I started
Sophie
running in
thong.
spandex
Yeah.
as long as
Well,
for as
all
long as
I'm
I can
saying
remember.
is y'all replace your Sophie shorts because those things are all up.
I never
Yeah.
wore shorts until my 30s.
Yeah.
As a kid, I wore them
Yeah,
but
of course,
as soon as
but,
I
like,
started to notice my body, I hated my legs.
I know, I didn't do
So
a
I
ton of
never
shorts either.
ever wore shorts. Like I hated how my legs looked, and that's like I gained weight in my thighs and butt. So it's like it wasn't cool to have a big butt and
Yeah.
thighs. Then now it's like so hot and so in.
Yeah.
Right. You're having your moment now.
But
Yeah.
now I'm having my moment. But back when I was growing up, it was not. It was not in
Yeah,
to have
it was
a
like
thicker
stick legs with a thigh gap. Remember that
Yeah,
everybody
it was
wanted
not
the thigh
in to
gap.
have thicker legs and a booty. So I never showed my legs. I would go to any length to not show my legs.
Yeah, we must
my whole
have-
life.
I don't know. Maybe Macy, I don't know about you because I know you're a couple years older than me, or like 4 years older. But like in high school, I mean, guys wanted big boobs and a butt, but they wanted you to be skinny.
Yeah,
And then
That's
I
the
was
thing.
just skinny.
yeah. Like you can't have
yeah.
it all.
But yeah, I was probably 12 or 13 and I stayed at her house last minute over Thanksgiving break one night. And my parents stayed down the street, I think at my great grandparents' house, probably. And so it was last minute. And she got up and started making breakfast and she was like, "Oh, you can't have any until you're not in those shorts anymore."
And okay, you were just sleeping over at their house. Like this
Yeah, on the
wasn't-
couch.
Like was she was offended by your shorts?
Yeah, they were
like
way
they made
too
her
short.
mad.
And you
she
were
was
just with your family.
yeah, it was just my family.
what did she think that your uncle was going to hit on you or something?
I don't know.
What is
Oh,
the
my.
thought process? I wonder.
I don't know. But
That's like a little. I hope you recovered from that.
yeah, I mean, it's a little silly.
It is.
It's a little
so
silly.
Yeah. I mean, I had moments like that, but more as a teenager when I refused to wear bras and had like huge titties, and I would just like
Sure.
wear like wife beaters with no bra. And my mom's husband, because my mom had
So
divorced
same
my
thing.
dad. Yeah, so same exact thing.
Yeah, no biscuits and gravy for Amy.
Yeah, but I was like taking the train into New York City, like with my like
No.
literal
Biscuit and
titties,
gravy.
like biscuit and gravy. Yeah, and just like living my life. But no, I never had a conservative upbringing, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I do understand, like, definitely people looking at me being like, she should probably put a bra on. Phyllis, your daughter needs a bra. Hey, Liz.
That's really
Let's
funny.
talk about it.
That's really funny.
Yeah, my Aunt Kathy's house was also where I have this memory of. She's kind of back in the woods a little bit, and we would like take sheets out into the trees and like build like tents and stuff. And I had to pee really bad, and so I pulled my shorts down and squatted, but I hovered just right over my shorts around my ankles.
So you just peed on your shorts?
Yeah.
It's so hard to do
You
that.
got to do the crab
It really
thing.
is
You
so
got to
hard
do the crab
that.
thing, but I was probably like 9.
Yeah.
So you thought you just pulled your pants down, but you have to like
Sure.
there's a 90-degree angle.
Gravity
no
do what
less.
gravity does.
I vividly remember, no one in my family has ever talked about this again, but I vividly remember shitting my pants at my brother's baseball game when I was like 8 or 9. Like a little too old, a lot too old to shit your pants. But like something happened, like I must have eaten something and I kept being like, hey dad, I really we need to go find a bathroom. And he was
something
like,
happening.
Your brothers are playing. And I was like, hey dad. And then I remember like it happening.
Oh.
And then I remember like crying and being like, Dad,
Yeah.
it's too late now. And we're going to need to get in the car.
And you suck.
And you were
my
not
dad
gonna
was
watch them
probably
play
like,
anymore.
and my dad was probably like, we're going to finish the game because your brothers are playing.
word.
I don't remember how it ended, but I vividly remember. I don't know how that came into my brain, but because you said 8 or 9.
Oh, yeah.
I was probably 8 or 9 when I shit myself at my brother's baseball game.
Oh my god.
Well, in Mobile, I also peed my cousin's bed at like age 13 because
I was a peer.
Her toilet was clogged with seafood
Yeah. Oh.
poop. So
What do you mean seafood poop? What does that mean? Like someone shit a lobster? Like what? What do you
What
mean
does seafood poop mean?
we went out to eat that night and had seafood. And then I was sleeping in her bed and I got up and had to pee really bad in the middle of the night. And I went to her bathroom across the hall to use it. And the toilet was clogged and the light didn't work in the bathroom. And I opened it when it was clogged up and it smelled like the restaurant.
Someone just
And then
shit seafood.
it was storming and they lived in this big house and she was upstairs. So I walked downstairs and it was so scary. I didn't have the guts to go to the other bathroom.
you
I was
just
so
peed
afraid.
yourself?
So I was like, I guess I'm just gonna go back to bed. And then I woke up and it was everywhere.
Oh.
And I was too old to pee the bed. That was
I peed the bed all the time, and then I would pee if someone made me laugh. You remember like sleepover parties?
Yeah.
Like if I was at a sleepover party, it was guaranteed that I would pee.
Extra underwear.
Always
to be
peed
there.
because people would make me laugh, and I would not be. I never could
I
hold
wasn't
it.
a bed peer. It was the one time.
Yeah, not for
because
me.
of the seafood poop. And like, can I really be blamed? No.
No.
Just the words seafood and poop together. Really,
Right. And
Really?
so
I'm
maybe
getting,
that
like,
actually
wafts
is
of
deep
what-
down why
Yeah.
I can't eat seafood.
that might be.
I was
That's-
putting that correlation
that's
together
trauma.
in my head. Yeah.
That is trauma.
Yeah. I wasn't
So.
really ever a bed peer. Chase was for a long time, I know.
I think it's a boy thing.
Great. Well, we'll know.
I've
Yeah, we will.
dated bed peers, multiple bed
I think
peers.
Bill
Yeah,
said
Chase
he
has
peed his
peed
bed
in
where
the
for a
guys
while.
get drunk and they pee the bed.
Chase has peed in the bed with me before.
Oh my God.
been a
Everyone I've
minute,
ever
but-
been with has peed the bed.
Yeah.
I'm just
Bill
like,
might
there's something
have
about me that
once.
just gets them very comfortable.
I don't know.
If
usually-
men get
drinking
that
is
drunk,
involved, though,
if
yeah.
men get that drunk, well, first of all, men get drunker than women in
Yeah.
general. Like some women are just sloppy and get fucking crushed. But like most women prefer to have a little semblance of
Well, we have to.
awareness. And we have to because men suck.
Yeah.
But like I've always dated men that get more fucked up than me. So they've always peed the bed and I've been like, how drunk do you have to be to piss yourself and
Bill's
not
was
even
not a
know
drunk
it?
thing, though. Bill's was just a one-off.
Yeah.
I think it was like my peeing in my cousin's bed
Yeah.
thing. He held too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he drinks 9 glasses of water before bed every night
Bill does.
to cover his hydration for the day.
Bill, is it a seafood poop?
He's giggling.
Bill just jugs water at night.
No, seriously.
to cover his hydration for the day.
Avery comes over on Friday nights, and we always know when Bill's going to bed because he stands at the fridge, fills it up, drinks it, fills it up, drinks it. fills it up, drinks it.
That is really funny.
Yeah. So anyway,
We were going to talk about The Golden Bachelor, but you still haven't finished
I'm
it.
sorry. I have to finish.
Do you understand how badly I want to talk about that? It was Morgan.
we're gonna need everyone to not need Macy so much from her like awesome business because we want to talk reality TV.
I'm so behind on reality. I'm behind on 3 of the 3 reality TV
I
shows.
just watched The Golden Bachelor finale, and I was a week late. I didn't even know I was.
That's what I thought it was.
And I was because they did something weird.
They did the like 2-week
Yeah,
thing.
they did something weird.
But I was probably already behind.
I
so
was
then-
blown away.
Oh God. Okay.
And that's all I'll say. I was blown away. Blown away.
You know what song's been stuck in my head all day?
What?
Shake a butt.
Shake a butt. Shake a butt. Shake a butt. That's Farrah's new thing.
It's been in my head all
Is this
day.
a kid show?
Farrah's new thing is to get naked and shake her
She
butt.
literally, she just goes.
And she likes to stare at her
she
own ass
watches
when
it,
she's doing
so she'll
it. Yeah.
go.
Yeah, she likes to watch her own butt.
She turns around and stares at it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she has to grab her own cheeks.
Oh yeah,
She
and
knows what
sometimes
she's
spreads
doing.
them apart.
She knows
and
what
it
she's
is
doing.
So
but-
funny.
Yeah, it's the
It's
funniest.
so funny. That's been in my
really
head all
good.
day. Shake a butt. Shake. A
Well,
butt.
we tried, and we did it today actually too. I've been loosely potty training. So we're going to do hardcore during Christmas break because his whole family will be, his mom and sister will be there and they'll help us.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of just be at the house anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not do it?
100%.
And like, same with you guys.
Yeah.
Like, might as well just get it done.
We're gonna try to do the same days.
Okay.
You're welcome
thinking
to join
about-
in, but
you thinking
literally
about
may be birthing
Hart?
Rudy.
we're trying to wait till January because he's gonna regress if we do anything.
You think,
don't-
that's true.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Not like I
that's-
have experience, but
No,
from
that's
all the
true.
moms that I've heard,
That's
don't.
true. You might as well
gonna
just
wait.
wait till it's
Yeah.
a little later.
We're gonna try to do it on the same days though, so that if we need to escape the house, because you're not supposed to leave the house. If
You have
do
to be
it.
basically like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can let our kids pee in each other's.
but we did it. We did it yesterday and today only when we were home.
Mm-hmm.
And what we just did what I've heard everyone does, which I just let her be bottomless, and then I take her
Mm-hmm.
little potty out, and then we bought a potty insert for the other toilet, like where it's just got that little insert thing, and I have her drink juice box. And then every 15 minutes I put a timer and I just have her sit on the toilet and it does work.
I know a girl who has a daughter Farrah's age who did it over a weekend and she's
And she's totally potty
Most people
trained.
say if you like do it,
If you really
in
do it.
3 days, like you know that Friday through Sunday you are not leaving the house. You are
Yeah.
asking every 15 minutes. Then
And it's bribery too. Like I have treats. So every time she does it, she gets a treat.
yeah.
And we bought those smart sweets because I was like, I don't want her just eating candy like the
Yeah.
whole day.
right.
So we bought the smart sweets and she loves them. So I give her one Swedish fish every time she does
my
it.
favorite.
Yeah, they're so good.
So good.
And she's been doing really well. She will not poop on the toilet.
That's like
That is not
common,
something
though,
she is wanting to
from
do.
what I hear.
Yeah, she's happy to sit
Mine
and pee.
is not potty trained, but from what I hear, that's
Yeah.
pretty common.
When I did the poll on Rock Me Mama, I was shocked at how many women said they're already done.
Oh yeah.
Kids our age. Kids our kids'
I
age.
said that on accident.
Oh.
Oh,
My bandmate Vanessa said she was trying to get pregnant. I'm like, you asshole.
Oh my God.
She's
Fat
a lesbian.
thumbs
She's
over
not
here.
trying to get pregnant.
You're like,
But she just thinks it's funny to fuck with us. But
I love that.
I love her.
I'm obsessed with her. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people are potty training really
Yeah.
young. I don't feel too much pressure about it. I feel like if she's potty trained by the time she's 3, I'll be happy. I don't really feel like it needs to be.
Yeah, we're doing by 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
it doesn't need to
I
be
said
crazy.
the same thing, and he is 3 in a month.
Well, he might be potty trained.
I know that is
might-
true. If
he
we
might
do
be
it,
potty trained.
that's true.
And
He
the
is
thing
ready.
is, my friend Tim has 2 little ones, and he said with River, his oldest one, he's like the pee is fairly easy.
Yeah.
The nighttime they wear
Yeah.
pull-ups for like a year.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna force her to go through the night without pull-ups because
Right.
I don't want to be woken up every 5 seconds.
My
And
nephew, like we just, went to the beach with him. He's 5 and my brother still packed pull-ups. I don't think he ended up sleeping in them, but he was
Packed
like, we
them.
still packed them
Yeah.
for the night just in
Yeah.
case. And I mean, I think that was more of a like, he's in a different,
Yeah.
he wasn't at
out of his
home.
routine.
But I mean,
yeah, I
he's
think
been potty
5-year-olds are
trained
like
and-
our friends that have a 5-year-old. They go in the bathroom with him still.
Yeah,
I mean, like
yeah.
when he goes, they go in and like help him.
Yeah.
So if he poops, they help him wipe, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's a while before they're really self-sufficient in that area.
I'm
I would
sure.
agree. I have a little bit of a silly story that happened.
Hell.
When was that last night? Yeah, it was last night. It'll be quick. I was putting Hart.
It better be more. It better be quick. God forbid you take up any time.
I know.
The listeners hate
The
you.
listeners are obsessed with you. Honey, tell the story.
I was putting Hart down, and he had kind of had a weird nap yesterday. I think it's because we got up late, and it was weird. And so he was just kind of like in his bed hanging out for a while during his nap, and so I'm putting him down for the night, and we always have to lay down with him for a minute, sing him some songs, and I put my weight on my hand. And I felt something mushy, and I pulled it up, and it was like a M&M size piece of poop.
Oh,
so really small. But I'm sitting there, and then I look down, and I notice that's what it is because we have the light shining in there, and I just flung my hand in it, and I heard it hit the other side of the room.
You just threw a poop across the room.
Yeah.
And did you find it?
Yeah, we ended up finding it. It was on his toy shelf on top of a puzzle.
Nice.
Did he for sure would have put in his mouth?
Yeah. Did he poop?
Yeah.
Did he poop? Was it just one little?
It was one little turd. I'm guessing he pooped during his nap and was in there just hanging out and just pulled it out. But I was flink, and it was tink.
Oh my God.
And I came out and I told Bill, I was like, well,
Just
there was poop in his bed.
throwing
And now
poop
I can't
around.
find it. So, but I went back in and found it. So
Oh
anyway,
my God.
that was a first.
I feel like we're about to have so many pee and poop stories.
Yeah. Potty training is. I guess it's not that big of a deal, but it feels like a big deal.
It feels like a big deal. That's the only reason why we haven't done it.
It feels really overwhelming.
Ready. Yeah.
And you had those few months of where you probably would have started it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
you
would have started earlier, but I was
a young baby.
not capable of doing anything other than surviving.
Don't blame me there.
Yeah. I don't know. And now I feel this is the most challenging and trying days of motherhood.
Oh, the age that they're at?
I mean, I don't think anything
2.5
harder.
is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Nothing will be harder than the first few months with Wyatt, but
no.
This age right now is so trying is the best word because it's it tests you and it tests your patience. And I have snapped so many times and I hate that it happens. But if I hear him look me in the eyes and go,
yeah,
one more time.
They just say no to everything.
Oh my God. And it's and it's not no or no. It's literally it's this he yeah. Oh, what he did tonight. Tonight he needed a cookie, and he was doing his nasally thing. So I didn't even notice what he was saying until the 6th time. He was literally going. And then literally the 4th time I was like, oh my God, Chase, he's actually saying I want a cookie. But it literally the way that he says it.
He does really sound like that. No, he does actually sound like it.
Polly, our nanny, listens to this, to the podcast. And she was like, oh my God, when you were doing E's impression of I want to suck her, she was like, oh, I kind of she's like, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's literally what it does. Just literally. Yeah. I thought he was just making noises. And then I was like, oh, those are words.
He's asking for
those
something.
Those are words.
Yeah.
It's, and it
it pierces the whining and the yelling.
Yes.
She yells at the top of her lungs. She wakes us up like, Mom, Dad. And then she'll be like, Amie, Nick. She'll go, she'll look at the monitor and she'll be like, I'm mad at the monitor. And we're like, what? She's like, I'm so mad at the monitor. I'm like, babe.
Wait, she was singing in to Wyatt's monitor today.
What was she singing?
Did Chase tell you that?
No, what was she singing? She's such a
Chase said
trip.
he was trying to put Wyatt down because he tried to put Wyatt down. And he woke back up, and this morning was chaos because I had a client and whatever. And so Chase had to go back in there with Wyatt, and he said he
like, had the
heard
monitor.
over the monitor because we have the monitors that you can like talk into. I guess
Yeah, we do
everybody does. I
too.
don't
Yeah.
know. But he said he heard twinkle, twinkle. He said he texted you and was like, does one of the
I know. I
kids
didn't
have the
see it.
monitor?
I didn't
That's
see it
creepy.
until later. I was like,
and I was like, well, E does not know how to speak into the monitor, so it was
She's
for
done.
sure
the
Farrah
monitor. Yeah,
singing into it.
She's a fucking trip, dude. This shit she says, like the thing I posted where she's like, during her nap, she's like,
Oh my God, yeah.
ice cream and a pretzel and bubblegum ice cream. Wait, what
With
was it?
sprinkles on top.
Bubblegum ice cream with sprinkles. Like that's what she's yelling into the monitor. And I'm like, you are so odd.
They're mad.
Yeah, they're
They get
mad.
so
They're angry and
mad.
demanding and bratty. And I'm just like, you are a spoiled brat.
I'm like, I don't
You're a
know.
brat.
Older moms that are listening, is this just what like 2.5 to 3 is? Because
Some people say
Clark's
3 is
doing
worse.
it.
I like E is such
doing
a
it
sweet
too.
kid. We all have sweet kids, but like
know.
I'm like, where's my sweet?
Well,
boy?
some people
Today
say 3 is
was-
worse, and other people say 2 is worse.
Today was devil mode. I mean, his main thing was, even if he was he seemed like he was in a happy mood and you were just like telling him something or saying something nice.
Yeah.
His like thing was, stop it.
Oh God.
That's what she says, Mommy, get away,
Yeah,
leave alone.
stop
it.
Get away and leave alone.
And I'm like, okay.
It's awful.
yeah. Don't talk to me, she says to
And,
me.
and one thing
Don't
just
talk
sets
to
them
me.
off, and you're like,
She's
it's
also
ruined
mean to me
now.
in front of people, which
Yeah.
is something that's new.
Yeah.
Not that new, but like she's like, because at home she's not good. Like she doesn't do anything I say and she doesn't
Yeah.
listen to me.
Right.
But she's really loving with me and really sweet.
Yeah.
Like she hugs me and kisses me. In public, she chooses to be mean to me and pretend I'm not there, which has been kind of sucking
sucks.
for me. And
Like it's not fun.
it's been kind of sucking.
It's been kind of
And like she's been really, really sweet with my friends.
Yeah.
And like really loving with my friends.
she's been extra sweet to me.
Yeah. And sweet with
Same.
you, sweet with Macy, sweet with my friend Erin, touchy, lovey, and really mean towards me, which feels not nice.
No.
It feels sucking for you.
It feels sucking.
It feels sucking. I was telling Chase that today. I was like, because Chase was like,
Yeah, she's pretty
did you and
mean.
E make up? And I'm like, okay, I know that you're not losing your cool on him, but
Yeah.
like, he is like, I feel like more times than not during the day, he is yelling at me.
Yeah.
And like,
She's
don't-
yelling at me all day.
But then he
Yeah.
also wants you to do everything.
Yeah,
right.
that's how she
So
is
it's-
too.
it's like
I'm the
biting the hand that
primary,
feeds you.
yeah.
like default parent.
and that's what it is. But I'm like, and I know
Yeah.
Chase didn't mean for it to come across that way, but it felt a little like,
like mocking.
a little like judgy of like,
Yeah.
maybe don't lose your shit again. But like,
Yeah.
when I am doing nothing but like after you left today, I bundled Wyatt up, I put him on me, and really what I should have done was feed Eli, put him to bed.
And been like, you deal with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend a little bit of time with you. I wrapped up Wyatt,
And
put
it was
him
cold,
on me.
yeah.
And bundled up E, got his bicycle out. We walked on the street and like did all that. And I like, twist my finger the wrong way.
Yeah.
And he has a come
yeah.
apart.
Yeah, she's the same way.
And it's done. And I know like he's a good kid. They're all good kids. I'm sure that this is just
But it's
this
hard.
age,
But
just
it's
is
not
hard.
fun. Like-
and it makes you, I don't know if y'all are feeling this way. I like hyperanalyze everything and I'm always like being too hard on myself, but it makes me immediately think like, what have I done? Why am
Yeah.
I like not, am I giving in to too much?
Yeah.
Am I not doing a good
Yeah.
job? Is
Well,
he a
I
brat?
also like have like anxiety about, and this is way in the future, but I read this thing, that new app, I don't know if it's new, but it's called Quora. It's kind of like, what's the app where you just kind of read people's stories?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's called Quora. Anyway, it's randomly sends me emails. don't even have the app, but it sends me emails and I read these fucked up stories.
Oh yeah.
And this one question was, people ask questions and then thousands of people answer. Like Reddit.
I was about to
like
say
Reddit.
Reddit.
Yeah. So it's
stressful.
exactly like Reddit, but it's called Quora. And this woman or someone asked, has anyone ever regretted having a child?
Oh wow.
Because anonymously, there are lots of people that regret having children. Nobody will admit that, but a lot of people do. This woman wrote in, she said, I had my daughter. She was the light of my life. We were best friends. We had the greatest relationship ever. One day in her 20s, she became a completely different person, stopped talking to me, and I've never heard from her again. And she said, nothing in the world will replace this pain.
Oh my
And she said, and so, yeah, I fucking regret it.
Yeah.
And I thought about that. And I've thought about other people that I know that don't talk to their mothers. And granted, most people that don't talk to their mothers have a pretty fucking good reason.
Yeah.
But now knowing what it takes to be a mother, especially in the beginning of a child's life, the saddest thing in the world is not talking to your mother. So like my mom would have to murder my child for me to not talk to her.
Yeah.
You know, she'd literally have to kill my kid.
I know.
Anything else she did, I'd find a way to forgive her.
Yeah,
Because she's my mom.
Right.
And so I have these like anxieties when Farrah's really mean to me in public and she's nice to other people, or she's nice to Nick in public and not nice to me. I have these anxieties like, what if she's not going to like me? Like, what if one day she's just going to decide that like, I'm to blame for all of her problems and she's not going to like me anymore.
Yeah.
To me, that is the scariest fucking thing that I could ever think about.
Yeah.
It almost makes you like just want to have another kid so that at least one likes you. You know, like at least you can
Farrah's
assure
gonna like
that
you
one.
and love
she's
you.
obsessed
Love you
with
and
you.
like you.
But I get like
Think about that though, especially with girls.
That would be so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with girls. There's like
100%.
that thing where some girls fucking hate their moms.
Yeah.
Most men don't.
No.
But like, you know, some girls hate their fucking moms, and that shit scares me.
Yeah.
To think that one day she wouldn't want to be my friend, or like she wouldn't want to hang out with me.
It's so hard, and I feel like you don't have this issue like within yourself personally, but I feel like growing up there was a lot of like girls that I knew who really fought bad with their moms, or like, you know, didn't talk to their moms or whatever, and it's like the kids aren't perfect, but the mom was just like pushing off every single insecurity and anxiety
on
that
the
they
kid.
had within themselves that they like never resolved.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like it's So
And my
I
mom
feel like
had
you don't have
fought,
that.
but honestly, we've
normal
always
to
been
fight,
close. Like I've been close to my mom my whole life.
Yeah.
Like we text every day.
Yeah.
So like I think of having a daughter
Exactly.
as like a dream come true
Exactly.
because that's what I want.
You're not going to let it be any other.
No, you won't.
Yeah. And I think that really scares me.
That's super scary.
Yeah.
The thought of that.
Yeah,
Like
I
and I think that is part of the reason that I desperately want another kid is because I want at least one of them to like love
you feel
me.
like you have better chances.
Like God, I mean,
Farrah's obsessed with you now, and she will always
I know
be
she's obsessed with me, and like even tonight, she gave me 200 hugs and kisses because Nick did bedtime, and she kept asking me to come back in the room for more kisses. But I have those
messing it up. Yeah,
I have that fear of like I'm gonna do something, and she's gonna blame me for something.
Yeah,
and then she's gonna fucking hate me.
Well, guess what? There is something that you'll fuck up a few times.
Yeah,
and she's gonna blame you for a few things.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
it will be fine. I mean, there's things that I blame my mom for.
The fact that you're worried, like,
I mean, I've talked to y'all like.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm mad at my mom for things too. We all are,
and I still like, I'm freaking going to.
But you'll
Vermont
still do anything for
4 nights.
Yeah,
in 2 days, like I mean,
because at the end of the day, you understand what she did to get you here.
Yes, you know, no mom is perfect,
and you get how much she did to get you to be a well-rounded, happy person.
Yeah,
that's
like,
something she did.
Exactly, and I feel like I've always, I mean, my mom and I have always been on good terms, but I feel like since I had a kid, your heart like does soften.
Yeah,
it
does.
Oh my God,
it understands a lot more.
Even my dad, who I don't have the best relationship with, I just want him to be good to her.
Yeah,
you know, I love my dad, but we're not like super close, and I have felt a lot of like abandonment and a lot of like hurt towards him. But if he's good to her, you know, I mean, he sends money for her. So
great.
It's like if he's gonna help us put her through college or help us with her in any way, that's all I care about.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
It is a level of presence in her life, and like
you just want them to be good. But with my mom, you know, I would do anything for my mom because of how much she did for us our whole lives.
Yeah.
Like if I called my mom right now, she'd fly here right now.
She would.
And that's what moms do. Even moms that are selfish or have their own issues, a good mom drops everything to be there for you. Which is like nobody. What can you can't really say that about anybody else.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, because no one else has the connection.
Yeah.
Like
They know. My mom will text me and know like something's up with me.
Yeah.
She'll be like, I'm feeling weird. What's happening with you? And it's like, it's weird. It's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's
How
like
much
twin
moms
telepathy.
feel and how we feel with our kids. Like, you know what's happening with your kid.
Yeah.
It's so wild.
It is wild.
Because what is it? There's like some scientific thing where like part of you, I don't know. I heard a fact the other day that blew my mind and I need to look it up, but it was like some sort of DNA, like not just the
Your
fact that
DNA,
they are your
Yeah,
DNA,
That's a duh.
but something is in them that remains in them
I
and
forget what
remains
it
in
is,
the
or
mom.
it could be remains in the mom. I know that like whenever you are having like, say for example, genetic testing when you're pregnant, they pull the mother's blood and the baby's blood and DNA is in the mother's veins.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
It's so nuts.
So they can to the point where they can tell
Yeah.
the gender of the baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they
it's
pulled my
wild.
blood and said, "Oh yeah, you're having a boy."
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
true.
What? And also they don't have this chromosomal abnormality from my blood,
That's
Yeah.
true.
from my arm.
No,
You're-
I mean,
that's
you're one.
true.
Like,
You're
you
one.
literally are one.
That doesn't make
It's so
any
wild.
sense.
It's so wild.
It's so wild.
That's the
That's
thing.
why like my mom still wants to know when my planes landed and I'm 41 years old.
Same. Yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And we'll do the
know.
same thing. I
yeah,
mean,
we'll do
it's-
the same thing.
sure will.
I can't imagine. I mean, and I think about how we all live so far apart. Like you guys live fairly close to your parents, but like I don't live near anyone. That to me, like Farrah moving somewhere far away.
Yeah. Oh, God, I know.
Think about
I know.
they say like empty nesters and empty nest syndrome. Now it's just now I understand like
Yeah.
the pain that even like it makes me feel so like crying when I think
Yeah.
about her moving away,
Yeah. I know.
living somewhere that isn't my home.
I hope that my boys stay mama boys forever and ever.
I hope she lives with me until she dies. I mean, I don't hope
But
that.
I will say it all depends on how things unfold, because my parents had 4 kids. They had their oldest is born in 1990, youngest born in 2004. So, and my little brother is in his freshman year of college, and they're like, see ya!
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
They're like, bye.
bye.
Yeah.
Best of luck, King. I mean, Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, oh, we love you, but also like,
Get the
let's
fuck
get
out.
on to the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They obviously
And there's a
care
lot of
about
parents
their
that feel that way
kids.
that are like, bye.
Yeah, they care about their kids. They want them to come home and visit, but it's also like,
Go.
you can go.
Yeah.
See that part, and it's obviously, this is comical of me to say because he's barely even 3 yet, but there is part of that excites me of like them being old enough to like God, Chase and I, we've already done the math. We'll both be under 50 by the time both the boys are out of the house, which like feels great.
Yeah.
and
I'll be 87.
Yeah.
well,
We're
gonna,
go
like-
to Meemaw's house.
we want to like, oh my god, we want to like live in Florida part time or like do whatever.
Of course
which
you will.
We can do.
Yeah.
Well, you can come with us. But
Yeah,
I
take
want
Meemaw
them
with you.
to like,
Meemaw needs a vacay.
Farrah's old ass
oh
mom.
my god. But we like that part. That sounds fun to like have that chapter 2 of like justice
To like
again.
be able to go
But-
back to you guys.
Well, and Chase and I talk all the time too about how it's going to be fun to be able to like drink with your kid and not specific.
oh
that
yeah.
sounds
I
not just drink
want
with them,
to
but, like-
drink with my kid
Yeah, but,
already. I'm like,
them
can we have a
come
glass
home
of
and,
wine?
Like, stay up late and like
Yeah.
talk. Like
Yeah.
Get to
like
know
what
them
we
as
do
a
with our
human.
parents.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Like what we do with our parents. I mean, like, yeah.
that part sounds so fun. So there's like, I mean, I'm not in any rush. Again, he is not even 3 yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not like,
But
can't
you
wait
know
for him
what,
to go.
though?
to the
It's
house.
your
family.
But
It's
Yeah, but it flies.
exciting about the
to-
different phases you're
Yeah.
gonna
It
be.
will be here before we know,
know.
it.
Yeah.
That's the crazy fucking part.
I know.
Is I feel like they were just born and now
Yeah.
they're 3.
Yeah.
Like they're all
Yeah.
about to be 3 in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
and-
like, it's wild.
yeah, Eli and Wyatt will leave the house, and I'll celebrate my big 30th birthday at the
Yeah.
same time. It's gonna be great.
We're going to Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I keep like putting a destination.
But like we
place
need
on
to
your
do
30th.
something like that.
No, we are. So, period.
Like
We're going somewhere.
Bill's decided we're having a third kid, so
really.
Let the second one happen first.
Yeah, let's talk. Well, okay, let me tell you though. I met a new neighbor, by the way, who she's really cool. Her and her husband and their 2 kids live literally 2 blocks, like not even 2 blocks away. We walked by their house and we saw them outside and we started chatting.
as Amie does.
As we do, honey. It's my toxic trait. There are 500 people at my house every day. But she just had her second. It's 2 weeks old. Her first is 3. And her second, she said so far, is so easy. So Macy did not have that situation. Okay. But that's past. Now Wyatt is very...
Oh my God, he's the best.
Now he's so cute and sweet and
such a
happy.
little smiley
No, like he was looking at me
smiley
today. Every time I looked at him, he was like,
He smiles with his entire face.
Yeah.
It's not just like
Yeah.
he literally
kills me.
His
absolutely-
eyes go. I mean, everything's just like
he
sparkles.
absolutely...
It's murdering.
Yeah.
No, he's
Yeah.
edible.
Yeah.
Like
He's
when I'm
the
with
best
him, I
now.
do eat him. Like
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and
You hear that
he
sizzle?
loves
It's
it.
the olive oil warming up in the pan. on the
Yes,
stove.
he is so delicious.
Cooking them up.
So she was telling me, first of all, she's like a badass hairstylist. I looked her up and she was like 30 under 30 top hairstylist
Stop, really?
in the like maybe Nashville. I don't know where, but
So she probably
She's a
ain't cheap.
badass.
Oh my God, that's so cool though.
she's super cool. She seems really fucking cool. And her husband seems cool. They seem like people we're going to be friends with. Even though we don't need any more
Yeah.
friends, I feel like we need to make an exception for
Yeah,
these
yeah,
people.
that's fine.
So anyway, she was like, it's been so nice. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah, it's been a lot better.
Good.
She said the
Oh,
first was
good.
hard, like Vera, like really hard. And she was like,
Yeah.
this has been really
Good.
So there is hope.
There is hope.
That little Rudy might just be a joy.
I hope so. I
hope
feel
so,
He
too.
might just be a joy.
I'm
And you know what? It's
excited.
going to be hard no matter what.
Yeah.
Because you're having a C-section and that recovery, no matter what.
Well, and
is hard.
newborn, like, the first like month or
you
two
don't
is
sleep.
always hard. Of
Yeah,
course,
you don't sleep.
there's like normal baseline hard, and then there's like different like next level hard.
It's all hard though.
But it is all hard. But we're like, if we can just have what Heart did again, we
Yeah.
can
If you
get
just do
through
hard
that.
again.
Yeah.
we can do
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I told you guys, Sophia said the same thing. She's like, this time is so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an angel baby.
Yeah, I would.
And so
I'm gonna speak that into existence.
let's speak that into existence.
Yeah.
Let's just be like,
No,
you know
I'm like
what?
super excited. I feel really.
Yay.
I'm excited.
You're having him so soon.
Literally like 3
I
weeks.
know. I have how many working days? Let me just quickly pull up my calendar and count how many days of work I have left, which is wild.
Yeah,
1, 2,
because it's
3.
Christmas break
That's
in the
also
mix, too.
silver lining. Let's talk about not working. Even though you'll be working, it won't be going into an office, and that's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
13 work days left.
13 days of work.
13 work days.
And you get how many? 8 weeks?
I get 8 weeks from work, and then I have short-term disability.
That's right.
I get an additional 8 weeks, which it's all fully paid.
Amazing. So 16 weeks.
Three,
Good.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, 3.5 months.
Are
Good.
you signing him up for daycare immediately?
Oh yeah, what are you?
Because it will take a while for him to get in.
I know. Yeah, we've talked to the director, and he's on like the wait list.
Okay.
But I've told we're kind of up in the air. Honestly, we'd love to have like a nanny in house for him for a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had that amazing nanny Emily from the time Hart was 3.5 months until he was a year and 5 months. She was with us for a long time. Right? A year and 5. Yeah, over a year. And she was great. And so we're like, okay, we know that this is possible. And then we had the really horrendous one. But then we have Polly.
The one
who
that
I don't-
literally
I'm
was
not-
hungover.
Of course, I would love for her to come be.
She has too much of a life.
Yeah,
We love
exactly.
Polly. She's amazing, but she
She's
has
perfect and
a life.
amazing.
Like she's not
Yes.
available.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. So if I can find, like Polly 2.0 or
Oh
Emily
God, if Polly
2.0.
could clone herself, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
Polly, we know you listen. If you could just get
Just
on that
clone
sweetie
yourself.
pie.
God damn it.
Gosh,
Come
we all
nanny
love
for
you.
Rudy.
Please clone
It's
yourself.
really
Just
hard to
a couple
find
days
someone
a
that you trust.
Oh,
It
my
is
word.
so hard. I
Someone
mean,
that you trust, and then like
That is
you're-
also
you
lo-
trust,
you
too.
like her
yeah, that is
as
lovely.
a person,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
Genuinely a good
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
Like that's so fortunate. So
Yeah. I mean, we've both signed our kids up for full-time school, which if you had talked to me about this a year ago, would you guys have ever thought that I would have?
Absolutely not.
I was going to homeschool.
I didn't think that she would last part-time very long.
Because of me.
Because you wouldn't.
Because of my neuroses. Well, I just have so much fear around school shootings. I mean, yesterday I stayed in the parking lot for 20 minutes because there was a guy with a backpack on that was just walking in the parking lot.
I would do the same thing.
And I was like, I'm not.
I'll be late to work.
He was just walking through, but he looked crazy. And I was like,
making sure that he's passing, as you should.
I made sure that he left.
Yeah.
And I was going to go in and be like, hey, by the way,
keep an eye out.
Don't let this fucking guy in. But he walked away. He left. But I was just like,
well, and
the world is so fucking scary.
Sometimes it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, but I'm so happy that she will just, does she still just kiss you and say goodbye?
She gets a little upset if it's me sometimes, but mostly she's like, bye.
Does too. Yeah.
If it's Nick, she's like, bye.
Yeah.
Same
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she genuinely likes it. She has friends that she talks about.
Yeah.
And
that's the cutest.
She's like,
when they
Shelby
say their other friends' names, they're like, we don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to be like,
Willa is her favorite friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Willa.
Joaquin is.
That's the best. Oh my God, I live for the name
his
Joaquin.
Teachers' names are Jody and Perlita. And I'll say, who are your best friends at school? And they'll go, Miss Jody, Miss Awida, Joaquin.
Joaquin is going to literally take me out. That's going to take me out.
Yeah. She likes Willa, Shelby, Lincoln, but Lincoln bit Willa, and then Farrah pinched Lincoln. So with the story that we've assessed is that her friend bit someone, and she stuck up for them,
of course,
by pinching her friend.
Farrah would.
As she would, which I was like, me and Nick were like, listen,
activists.
If he did something, he desered the pinch.
Yeah.
Those are, East told a similar story to that too. Sam pushed Joaquin.
Yeah.
And Eli said, we don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
Hart just calls, I got him some new shirts, and then he has some like books in his room, and he goes, Harbor shirt, Harbor book. And we're like, what does she have to do with your shirt?
He just likes her.
Harbor shirt, yeah.
So cute. It's really sweet. They're
but
still
they're
in there. They're still sweet.
They're still sweet babies, but they are such sweet
today
babies.
Was hell.
No, today was hard.
Nonetheless,
every day is hard.
What you talked about though, it's that fear of like, oh my God, but my relationship with him, is it changing?
Yeah.
And like, I know it's not. Like literally, we spent a full minute when I put him down of him going, love you more, and me saying, love you more.
Yeah,
love
that
you
was
more.
us
like,
too.
Yeah, and I'm
it's
like,
the classic and not but. It's like.
They're really hard.
Great, he's sweet, and today was really awful.
That's a good.
I mean, they were.
I like that.
They were tough. Like
but
we spent the morning together,
like
and they fought the whole time.
It's not a but.
Yeah,
I need to remember that tomorrow when he's making me want to
die.
Yeah,
yeah.
Or just scream at him.
She screams at me, and it sucks. Like they're in a really tough phase. But they are also so sweet, and they're learning so much. Like every day she says things that I'm like, they're blowing my mind. Her like the things that she says to me, I'm like, you are just your understanding of language and it's crazy.
Yes,
but
it's a little wild.
We are, on the wait list for full time, and that's because like I've just noticed like how much like working has made me so happy. Mm-hmm. And continuing to like work and go back to myself, and how much better of a mom I am when I miss her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I feel like that always made me feel, I would never thought I would say that.
Yeah.
But like, I really do think if she could get in 5 days, that would be life changing.
Yeah.
Because right now it's just 2 days. Yeah. He's next on the wait list. She's not, because I just signed her up.
This place,
she's probably got 6 months. I was
never going to get into it.
But since he was already and he's been
on
Wyatt
the full-time
wait list for over a year.
Trifling hose.
Oh yeah, Wyatt has been on the wait list since I was like 6 months pregnant.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Full-time school is going to be good though. That's going to be good. And think about
saved Maddie.
Yes.
It has saved Maddie.
Well, and it's a great place.
It is a great place.
And think about it, y'all. Like kindergarten is not
that far away.
No.
We need to figure our lives out, because I don't have no idea where she's going to go.
Oh, I don't either.
Literally no idea.
Me either.
I do not want a religious-based school.
Yeah.
I really don't. And we're in the South, and like, where are the other schools? Everything is religion.
I know. there's plenty of public schools, but like, I mean, honestly,
Public schools fucking suck.
you know,
Yeah,
but you
it's
know
like one or
what
the
public
other.
schools don't suck is freaking Mount Juliet.
Yeah, Mount Juliet schools.
So what do we do? Do we get on?
We all moved to Mount Juliet. It's a different county. I don't know if
We've talked about
But
it.
can we get,
for
what is it
school
called?
County pass. That's not what it's called, but I know.
No,
county
it's called a county pass. No, it's called, you get on a lottery.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So some of the schools, all the schools, I think, do a lottery.
I know. I just don't know
Yeah.
if it can cross county.
I don't
Because
know
Mount Juliet
either.
schools are really good.
Yeah, they're really good.
But we can't leave the heaven
just-
that we live in.
Let's
know,
just
I know.
use Spencer's address because she's on.
Is she?
Oh, is she?
Yeah, yeah. She's right there.
Oh,
It's crazy.
That's lucky.
I know.
Well, anyways,
Anyway, do we need to do a what?
yeah,
What
do
are
we
you
have a
gonna? What do you
wanna
want to know? Do we even have any?
Did y'all send me any?
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
Pull up from last time. I didn't even think.
Wait. I've had questions from Rock Me Mama. Let me just pull them up quick because they've DM'd us and I've been like, let me just save that for later.
Yeah.
I do
I
also.
don't know if I have any.
Yeah, take a look at those. Let me know if you don't have one, and I can.
What do you want to know?
I was like, I probably missed it because we talked
Just
about
wanted to
phones.
submit a question. How do you handle leaving your baby for the first time?
yeah, I saw
I
this
really want to go out for dinner, just my husband and I, but I have so much anxiety for leaving him, even though we have a great supportive family. This is relevant because I was a fucking psycho with Farah. I could not leave her. And when my mom or Nick's mom would come in, I really would have a nervous breakdown leaving her. But I think you will find that if you just do it,
That's what I was gonna say.
everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Your baby, even if your baby cries, even if they're a little fussy, your family has seen worse. They've handled
Yeah.
that
They
situation
handled
before.
you, babe.
Yeah, they raised you. And you will feel better than you think. Because I remember being out to dinner or drinks with Nick and being like, wow, I'm like enjoying myself. And you forget that feeling.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, just break the seal.
You have to. That's what my advice.
Do
was.
it, go out, and your baby will be okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
And it's
you will
okay
realize
to-
that it's okay.
Yeah, and it's okay to cry.
Yeah,
It's
I
okay-
cried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay to be sad, but you also are going to be out and be like, whoa, I feel good.
Yeah.
Like this feels good. You're going to feel like a little naked. Like
Yeah.
it's going to feel like you're out of place.
Yeah.
Because you don't have your appendage attached to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good and it gets easier every single time.
Yeah, and
It
I
gets
think
easier
like
every time.
it's different for overnights. My first overnight, I think it was
yeah.
not very fun because I was just so stressed the whole time. I was
Yeah.
just like, I want to get back. I want to get back.
That one takes more time. To
That
build
takes
up
more
too.
time.
But like, go to dinner.
But to
or if
dinner or
feels too
drinks,
long,
oh my
go
God.
Out
Yeah.
with your husband
Go somewhere
for a drink.
Go somewhere close.
Yeah,
But
that's what we did at first. The first couple times we left, we were living in a different place, but there was a cool shopping, like fun, cool area that was literally 5 minutes away that had
Yeah.
a brewery and a winery and cool restaurants and all this stuff. And so we would just go there. So it
Yeah.
was 5 minutes away. I checked my phone all of the time. And if it helps the person that is watching, whether it's a babysitter that you found and trust or family or whoever, tell them to send pictures. Tell them to
yeah.
send updates
Yeah.
or say, I will be checking in a lot because they're
Yeah.
going to understand and
Yeah.
they're like, it'll be fine. And I've done that with all of them. I've said like, you're going to be hearing from me. And without
Yeah.
me even having to ask, I would receive
Yep.
pictures and
Yeah.
updates.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And
It's okay to do that.
You're already that much more ahead too, just by saying, "Okay, I have super supportive family, and you've got
Yeah.
people you can rely on."
That
and
is true.
That's
literally
more than
we're
we
gonna be
have.
3 for 3 saying, "Just go do it once or twice."
Yeah.
and it's going to get so much easier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And just because you have the awareness and the feeling of like, oh no, they're, I'm not with them, and the guilt doesn't mean that they have any sort of
Yeah.
inkling of that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
do it.
my kid specifically was so attached to me that she wouldn't go near anyone for almost 2 years. So when I would go out with Nick the first couple times, I knew for a fact she was crying the whole time.
Yeah.
And the babysitter or the family member would be like, yeah, she cried the whole time.
Yeah.
And that makes you feel like shit.
Yeah.
But she was okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's not traumatized
She
from
was
it.
being cared for.
Yeah.
She was being cared for and loved. And then I remember, I don't know, was she 2 years old when I went on my first, maybe it was earlier than that, but business trip.
Yeah.
And I remember getting on that plane and feeling so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like having a drink. And I was like, oh my God. Because she was with my husband.
Right.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God.
At that point, you were friends with us. So you knew that we were checking in.
And I was like, this feels fucking great.
Yeah. And it will
So
feel
you
great.
start to feel really good about it. But the first few times, it is going to be hard. And your baby might not like it. Your baby might fucking cry the whole time. But guess what? They're going to be fine.
Yep.
It's good for them.
It is. It's
It
good
is.
for
It's
them.
good for
It's
them.
good for
It's good for
everybody.
you.
It's good for them and it's good for you. And it's okay that it's good for you.
Yep.
Yes. Does
And
not
it's
make you a
going to be
bad
better
mom.
for them because it's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it's good
yeah.
for you.
Period.
Yup.
Yep.
That's good answers, ladies.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up, ladies.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to what did we talk about? I literally have no idea.
Cheers to being a mom.
Cheers to being a mom.
being a mom.
Honey. All right. We'll see you next time.
Cheers. Love y'all.
Rock, rock, rock me, mama.